Why would someone abandon lives so small, so fragile, on a cold, rainy night? That's the question that haunted the two young people walking along the riverbank in Jalan Rava. It was almost midnight. The streets were silent except for the soft drizzle and the faint cries, desperate, trembling cries. Following the sound, they found a cardboard box by the river. Inside were two tiny bodies, wet and shivering, one black, one white. They weren't just small, they were newborns. Their eyes were still sealed shut, their tiny paws flailing weakly as they cried for a mother who wasn't there. Someone had left a handful of cat food inside the box, but it was useless. These babies weren't ready for solid food. They were starving for warmth, for milk, for love. The girl knelt down, her hands trembling as she picked them up. They were so light, so fragile, she was afraid they might break. The rain soaked her shoulders, but all she could think of was how cold they felt. "We can't leave them here," she whispered. And so, that night, two abandoned kittens began a new chapter. At home, a soft pink blanket became their first safe haven. For the first time that night, they stopped crying, curling into the warmth as the girl gently fed them milk from a tiny bottle. The black kitten latched on eagerly, his little belly rounding quickly with life-saving nourishment. The white one was more delicate, sipping slowly before curling into a tiny ball. She named them right then. The lively black boy became Tuktuk, the gentle white girl, Raya. That first night, after their bellies were full, they fell asleep nestled against each other. Tuktuk sprawled out with his little paws stretched wide, while Raya curled neatly like a tiny pearl. The girl couldn't help but laugh softly through her tears. The following days were a cycle of feeding, sleeping, and soft purrs. Tuktuk's personality quickly revealed itself. Even with his eyes still closed, he wriggled everywhere, a ball of energy. Raya, on the other hand, was calm and delicate, always pressing against her brother as if drawing strength from him. But as the days passed, a shadow crept in. Raya stopped drinking as much. She lay too still, no cries, no playful wiggles. The girl's heart sank. She stayed awake through the night, gently warming Raya's tiny body against her chest, whispering prayers that this fragile life wouldn't fade away. Meanwhile, Tuktuk thrived. His eyes opened first, bright little beads peeking curiously at the world. He took his first wobbly steps under the morning sun, his round belly bouncing with each move. Even the neighborhood cats seemed curious, gathering to watch this tiny warrior explore. A few days later, hope bloomed again. Raya's fever broke. Her eyes opened, soft, cloudy blue at first, and the girl cried with relief. The little white kitten purred weakly, nuzzling into the hand that had fought for her life. From that moment, she began to catch up, growing stronger every day. Weeks passed, and the box by the river became nothing more than a distant memory. The two kittens flourished under love and care. Raya's delicate features sharpened into grace. Her long ears gave her a regal look despite her small size. Tuktuk remained the mischievous one, his boundless energy filling the house with laughter. Their bond was unshakable. They slept curled into each other, groomed each other, and turned every corner of the house into their playground. Each day they grew healthier, their once frail bodies now warm and full of life. The girl often found herself just watching them in quiet moments, Tuktuk chasing his own tail, Raya blinking slowly in contentment and feeling an overwhelming gratitude. These weren't just kittens, they were miracles. Months later, they were no longer fragile newborns but thriving young cats. Their personalities had bloomed, Tuktuk the playful protector, Raya the gentle heart. To anyone else, they were just cats. But to the girl who had found them that night, they were proof of what love can do. Sometimes she still thought about the rain, the box, and the faint cries in the dark. She thought about how easily they could have been lost forever, how close they came to never knowing warmth or safety. And every time she looked at them now, she silently promised, never again. Tuktuk and Raya's story isn't just about survival. It's about the power of compassion, the difference a single choice can make. Two lives that could have ended by a river are now full of love, play, and purrs, all because someone stopped, listened, and chose to care. If their story touched your heart, share this video. Leave a comment about the animals who've changed your life and help us spread hope for every abandoned soul still waiting for rescue. Because love doesn't just save lives, it transforms them.